Yo, what up guys, Hunter here.
Wait, I got Twixter as well.
Nice. I'm with my boy Liam. Yeah, he wants to learn how to edit, so doing a tutorial. This is my new channel, Project Hunter, where I'll be uploading only tutorials, hopefully 3 or 4 a week. You know, as I start off, there'll probably be more tutorials, and then yeah, we'll go down. So anyway, we're gonna open up After Effects, and this is, by the way, the basics. So if you can already edit pretty decent, it might not help you, but this is for people that want to learn how to edit, or have just started editing and they kind of don't know what to do, because After Effects is really complicated, and you could delete the play button like Liam and get fucked up. So yeah, this is what you do. You want to go to new composition, and you need to do this every time you're going to edit, because you can't just drag a clip in and do whatever. Well, you kind of can, but yeah, you need to do this if you're new. Make sure your width and height is 1280 by 720. Now for frame rate, that's your resolution. Your frame rate, you need to make it 59.94. If it's like 29 point, I don't know, whatever the fuck the other clips are, the ones you record in like the Roxios and Dazzles and shit, they're bad quality, they're bad frame rate, because if you do Twixtor or Real Smart Motion Blur, which I'll do tutorials about later, it basically won't work. And when I say it won't work, it will be like really laggy, it'll look like shit, it'll have this weird ghosty blur, and it'll just turn out really bad, and then you'll think that you're doing something wrong, or your edit looks bad, but it's not even your fault, it's just the frame rate of the clips. So if you want 60 frame rate clips, you need to use HD PVR clips, and you need to be rendered properly, because you can render 60 frame clips in like 30 frames in Sony Vegas or whatever, and it fucks up. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna try and make this tutorial quick. What time are we on? Okay, so import a clip. You go File, Import File, find where the clip is found. I'll try and find an interesting one. No, I'm not gonna be able to find one. Okay, this is my HD PVR recordings. So this is probably maybe shit trick shot. Okay, so say you want to edit a clip. Okay, this is good when I'm shooting. So you want to start just as I zoom out. Now you'll notice I'm using this little toolbar up here. This is how you basically play the video. Now I'm going to quickly go over something that people get confused about if you're new. They click this to play, and then they notice that it's not playing in the full frame rate, it's getting a little bit laggy, and there's no sound. This is not due to anything like that's not why you render with no sound. It's because you're basically pressing the wrong one. You need to press this. Yes, right. You need to press this, the RAM preview. Press this, you'll see my computer's pretty fast. You'll render it out, and when you play it, it might blow your eardrums, but oh no, the sound's not really. Oh, that's right, my PVR doesn't record sound. Yeah, it'll play back at normal speed with no lag with the sound. Okay, so that's not really useful. I don't even use that, but it's up to you. This goes next frame. You basically use these buttons for keyframing, so you get accuracy. I mean, you can just drag it anyway, but if you want to get really accurate, most effects are within a second. So you need to go back and forward frames so you get accurate. Okay, so we're clearly done with that. How to edit clips. If you want to like split a clip, you can just drag that there. You're done. I mean, it's not totally accurate though. So if we can undo that. Now, my recording program doesn't let me do this, but the shortcut is Control, Shift, and the D on the keyboard. To split the layer. That's the shortcut. So I'm just going to show you how to do it this way. If you forget, which you probably will. Split layer tells you right there. You do that. If you want the end part, you delete that, and then you've got the next part. So that's how you split layers, clip layers. You can do it like that. There's a number of other ways you can do it. Alrighty, some quick effects. Basically, they're all in here. You can just click the arrow. There's scale for like screen bumps and obviously other stuff. Position, slide your clips in and out, whatever. Opacity, blend-ins, and rotations. Now, so you don't need to open that up every time. There are keyboard shortcuts. So you can do R for rotation, S for scale, T for opacity, and P for position. Oopsie. Okay, well that's fucking great. And P for position. If you want to do like position and scale, you hold shift and press S, hold shift and press T, you can have them open at once. So yeah. Okay, also when you render this out, I forgot to tell you when you use that, make sure this is in quarter. Okay, when you render it will be in full quality, but you want it on a quarter, because if you have it on full, it will take ages to render, and all you really want to do is want to see how it looks. You don't really need to see the fine qualities in a thing. So make sure it's quarter. Okay, now, say if you're like Liam and you delete the play button, like, you know, oops, I fucking can't watch my videos now, you delete the effects for some reason. You just delete everything. I don't know why, but you're just having a spaz attack, you're deleting everything. This is how you get it back. It's not hard. Just want to go to Window, Now, if all panels isn't selected, you can just click that and it'll bring it back. But say if it is, you just click reset all panels. I know it's pretty simple. Boom, they're all back. You delete the ones you don't want. You've got your play button back. You can move it around, and you can play your video again. Okay. 5 minutes. Okay, I'll try and finish it up now. So finally, we've got my render settings. I think I've gone over everything. If you want to add effects, by the way, it's pretty obvious. In the effect tab, I'm gonna have a lot more effects than you. You need to install plugins. Now, people ask me like, how do I install Twixtor? Saying I can't really do a tutorial on that because there's tutorials on YouTube. If you type in how to get Twixtor for free, obviously it's not paid. Basically, with a lot of plugins, you just install it normally, and then when asked for a code or asked for a name, you put in this special name and you get it for free. But you need to YouTube that. And most of them have an installation plugin to install it for you. If you want Magic Bullet Looks, there's so many tutorials on it, there's not much point in me doing one, but you just drag the new Magic Bullet Looks, you download it in a folder in After Effects plugins. I'm going to do some tutorials on how to use the effect later, but today this is a basic tutorial for those who are learning After Effects, so I'm trying to keep it simple and quick. Okay, so last of all, render settings. Now I'm just going to quickly say, there's a couple problems. People either render in AVI and have like 20 gigabyte files and it's lagging, they can't play it, they can't upload it, or they render with no sound. Now this is so easily fixed. Also, some people go export because they use other programs to export. You're not exporting when you're rendering, okay? You just want to do like this. You want to make sure this is how far you want to render it, so you just select this and say, you only want to render out 10 seconds of the video. Say if you've got lots of files, like, you know, you've got this like little part here at the start, you can do this. You can just highlight both of them by holding shift and clicking on them, and do pre-comp. So that's actually like joins layers together. So say if you've got like 30 layers, you want to confine some of them so you have more room, you can just pre-compose like 4 or 5 layers, or all of them if you want. It's really up to you. Okay, so finally we're going to go to composition, add to render queue. Now this is how you render it, obviously. Okay, now we need to edit. Okay, to get sound, you need to click audio output. Okay. Now, this is why your file's like 20 gigabyte or 10 gigabyte or whatever. It's an AVI. You actually have to change that, otherwise your render's going to take ages and it's going to be a huge file, and then you need to compress it. So this is what I use. When I upload to YouTube, I find that the quality is actually really good, and it's actually really small. Like I'm talking like under 200 megabytes. It's usually around 100, maybe less, which only takes like 10 minutes for me to upload, so it's good. Okay, now we can say that that's basically all I do. I mean, you can change your output to 30. So even though you're working 60, if you render it at 30, it basically converts it to 30, so YouTube doesn't have to. I mean, it's not really much difference. You can do what you want there. But make sure your composition settings is always 60 frames. Don't ever put it 29.97 or whatever. If the clips are 29.97, if you're learning, I suggest don't edit them, because they just get too complicated and too hard, especially if all your plugins are fucking up because you've got the wrong frame rate. So finally, if you didn't know, you can just click that button and do that, and it will automatically put sound on it. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay, so now you've done that. Before you hit render, if you want to make it faster and you don't want to watch it, you can hit caps lock. Now, I'll quickly explain to you. As you can see, I'm moving this around. If I hit caps lock and I render it, so it won't be able to preview it. So that's exactly the thing. If you want to render it fast, you can hit caps lock, hit render, and it won't preview the render. So it'll be faster. Otherwise, it'll take a little bit longer because it has to preview it. Okay, hopefully that's a quick enough tutorial on just the basics. Hopefully you guys know how to use After Effects. Quickly going to say, if you want to know any tutorials, just message me, just ask on Skype. I'm .hunter, I think it is. Or yeah, just send me an inbox. I should have some tutorials up this week, and I'm going to do some more tutorials coming up next on masking, transitions, Twixtor and RSMB, and some other plugins. So yeah, sorry for speaking so fast. I just want to get this quick tutorial done. Leave a like if it helped you. Dislike it if you're a faggot, and catch you later, boys.